she she was one of maybe a half a dozen people that I knew that was doing the work. She was one of two that were local, and we had the level 3 connection. And I knew from my assessment of the caliber of folks who went through that machine, I thought she's probably a good egg. And she lived in Broomfield, which is like 10 minutes from where I lived in Colorado. So we were able to find a Starbucks that was about 5 minutes from each of our houses, and that's where we met up. And you know, and we probably sat there and talked for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, so it was just, and I mean, luck, chance, randomness. You know, I asked around for a few people and enough people said her name. Then I thought, oh, she's probably a good one to call. Not scientific, right? I didn't have a process. It was just sort of throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what stuck. And thankfully, I met Morag.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And that is the power of intentional, right? So you were intentional to connect and learn from her, open book for her to see your business plan and ask for the feedback. Yeah. So it's very, very, like proactive in the way that you did, Eric. So it's a good learning lesson for our audience out there. If you want to do something, be proactive, right? Be intentional.
Well, and I think this too, right? I wasn't asking Morag for a job, right? I didn't want anything from her except a little bit of her time. And I paid for the coffee. So, you know,
paid for the coffee.
it was almost a no ask request, right? Like I just wanted to borrow her brain for a few minutes. And that few minutes turned into, oh, I think there might be some chemistry here. I think we may be able to make a pretty good team. And I mean, that's a serendipitous leap on a first date.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we've hired, and well, in my career, I've worked in talent acquisition. Everybody's close rate on rockstar hires is not 100%. It's more like a baseball batting average, right? 30% is pretty good. So to be able to suss that out, I mean, there's bigger things at play, right, in the universe.